Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10. Thanks. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Samson Abukum able to drop him for a loss of 4. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
4 down. Here we go. White 90.
From the gun, Banks. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flex round. Hey. 4 down. Watch
Now the handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Take four.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
We got 4. 25, check 25.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 4.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Run it. Good boy. Woo! Got it.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Flex round. Hey, right 52.
waiting for the gun. Banks.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. Hot, 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 hot.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Thomas, the intended target.
You ready to a brick wall? You ready to a brick wall, baby? You ready to a brick wall, baby?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Alert! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. A very solid gain of 27.
It's gonna be a long day.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Key the tight end. 4 down. Check, check. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip, 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 whip. No. Check, Patriot, Patriot.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score.
We got three down.
Kenyon Drake, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They go with a running back. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Banks forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 52. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down. Banks. It's caught on the right side. Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flex round!
They'll run him down out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Stay with your Mike.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come to my world.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Watch Mike.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Banks. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, baby.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ohio!
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sturgis for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
No.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Check three, check three. Check 99, check 99.
On the give, this is Drake. Bust through the tackle. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
They'll drop the throw, and he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Alert. 3 down. Kill. Turn up.
Gun! No, check! Patriot! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Single.
All right, now, lucky 56!
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Tight end. Tight right. 4 down. Check 43.
And they'll try a ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch 16, boys.
Flex round!
Formation.
Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Banks. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Check the outs out there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ohio! Ohio!
Check.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Flex round! Flex round!
You got four down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
You got tight right there. Motion.
On first down, Banks finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, Banks dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
He's checking Craig.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Banks. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun on 3rd down. Banks. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Hot.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out come the Dolphins now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch 36.
No. Check. Patriot.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Gun. Over.
Motion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Try to lay one up deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Shit.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chargers getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
4 down.
Let's go. White 90. Ohio.
Watch the edge. Mike's 59.
On 1st and 10, Banks got his man. It's Williams. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Motion.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
Ohio.
Check.
On 1st down, Banks escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Leopard!
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Easy work. It's coming again. Mike 52.
They're going to go with a tight end here on a running play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup. And it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end right.
Detroit!
Four down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
You got three down.
Now a handoff for Drake, and he stopped immediately there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You got four.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Grant. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
They're running.
This is Thomas. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike 7. Danny.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Gun!
Hey, we got four.
Gun!
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10
Watch it now,
at the
Barney,
44-yard line. He'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Gun!
Watch it.
On first down, Drake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Double tight.
Over!
4 down. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And just shutting him off there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Strong right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run with Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch 32.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Check hot route. Hot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Josh Doxson from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to get give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Flex round! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. He's airing it out for Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Flex round!
Hey. 4 down.
Flex round!
Hatch it.
Throwing on 1st down. Banks. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Banks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ohio!
And the blitz does come. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Like your mom used to, and you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Drake will start the drive on the ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Gun!
They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Barney!
Now Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The first carry for the former Hawkeye, Akram Wadley. And some room to work. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Watch him now, Barney.
4 down. Check.
Leopard.
Check safety.
Over.
Check 24.
Running is Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Detroit! Over!
Right back to Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Come on, run! Bring him in!
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
Watch 14. Dash, go now!
Counter play, great. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, 4 down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Check. Watch out. Motion, pump. Check.
Detroit!
Backfield.
Watch him now, Barney!
Check. Lucky.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun!
The pitch out to Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Banks. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards. On 1st down, Banks. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Wadley on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Their season.